Hi everyone, welcome back to Daytime York Region. Today we're checking in with an exciting thing that's going on within the local school board. York Region District School Board Film Festival has been going on for a few years, and we're pleased to welcome the teacher that started it all off. Chris Prefontaine is here. Thank you so much, Chris, for being here. She is a teacher at Legacy Public School. And we're also pleased to welcome Kyle Dunbar. He's a grade 12 student at King City Secondary School. Welcome. So Chris, talk about the importance and the role that media plays in students' learning. Why did you decide this was important?
Well, the film festival started about 3 years ago, and through conversations with some teachers, and we decided that it would be a good idea for our York Region students to have an authentic forum for them to demonstrate their ability in filmmaking. So we started with conversations with teachers, and then we went to the superintendents, got their support, and moved on from there. So media is such a large part of our students' lives now. Everything is so visual that it all kind of fits into place and makes sense for the 21st century learner.
Yeah, and Miss P, if I may, can I call you Miss P? I mean, you really touched on it there, because media has changed so quickly. Was it sort of an early initiative to make sure that we could sort of keep up in the schoolroom so that we don't fall behind?
Well, we need to keep up in the schoolroom because we're preparing students for futures that we don't know what's coming at them. So they have to be prepared in the latest of what we know is happening now, and hopefully build the foundations that they're going to need to be successful in the future.
In order to set this program and make sure all the school systems are following along, how much work went into coming up with a guideline and a classroom plan?
We started small. We started with one area, geographical, within the board for the first year, and I don't like to say muddled through, but as we went along, we learned a lot. There were challenges we had to overcome. By the end of the first year, we wanted to put a team of teachers together to share their expertise and develop a rubric that the students could get before they started, so they knew exactly what was expected of them. So there were some times where we were really working hard to come up with the ideas and put it together, and now we're growing from there.
And Kyle, my man, you are one of the featured filmmakers today. And I guess it was probably more exciting, and this is probably one of your favorite projects that you've done all year in school. Would it be right to say that?
Definitely, yeah. It's probably been one of the most interesting ones I've worked on so far.
Sorry, Jax, but did it sort of, because I know when I went to school, I loved media and I loved film, and I couldn't really tolerate anything else. Was it sort of a good time to be able to say, yeah, this is this is a school project, but I'm still learning and doing different things as well?
Definitely, especially when it's with your friends too, because not only are you learning, but you're also having fun with it. So with your friends, it makes it a greater experience.
And so for you to come up with, a plan, and a lot of work goes into this, as you know now. Who are you working with? Was it a team of students?
It was one of the actors in it, Christian Tribuzio, the other director, Shane Magley. So me and Shane sort of contrasted, and we made this huge film to make within the school. And then we just sort of worked off with other students and then made casting calls and brought it all together.
When you had to come up with a plan and work, start from the beginning and work several months in order to make this happen, were you surprised at how much went into this project? Definitely,
especially with the short amount of time we had, because filming took about only 3 weeks, and then it took 2 weeks to edit. So for the amount of stuff we did make into this small period of time was really, really amazing.
Yeah. And Ms. P, it's cool because Kyle's film is now on YouTube. And I mean, talk about catching up with the media. You're actually taking school projects and putting them on YouTube. Is it rewarding to look back and know that you're almost catching up and keeping up?
Absolutely, and it gives our students the motivation, because they have an authentic audience for their voice.
I mean, we actually had some difficulties getting the clip, so we won't be able to show the clip here, but if they want to find it, Kyle, on YouTube, how do they do that?
You're going to go onto YouTube, just type in The Becoming, a short horror film, and it'll be uploaded by the person, Shane Magley, the other director on the film.
Perfect. And this is for all different ages. Let's talk about the different students that really got involved, because we're talking about secondary school and also the public school system jumping on board and really embracing this.
Well, we've had a few films submitted this year by primary students. I had a group of students create Father's Day cards that were short animations, and so it was an electronic card that they made with a message for Dad. And then I had older students working on claymation, which is an animation with small clay figures. And then some of my students did little public service announcements. And we had a variety of projects submitted through the festival. We had history minutes submitted. We had other public service announcements, turn off your tap and be friends with other students. We had quite a diverse range of topics and all ages of students.
I'm just curious because recently we had the director's cut on and they do the same type of idea. One of the things that they mentioned was that a lot of times the students who were the most shy or weren't tentatively the best, I don't know what the word I'm trying to say, but the most into school students, if you will, showed up and became the best students when it came to these projects. Have you found the same to be true for you?
Absolutely. Not every student does have a story to tell, but not all of them can get it from the end of the pencil onto the paper. And it's a difficult challenge for them. So film allows them to, it's differentiated product for them. They're able to get across their voice. The playing field has now been leveled with the other students and they're able to be heard. So those students really shine and they tend to really have a great interest in film.
And it's nice now that we're looking at this not as a threat to our students or something that will stop their learning. We're actually looking at it with a positive outlook and something that is a form of expression.
Absolutely. Storytelling has been around since the dawn of man, and we've just changed the medium. Now instead of putting the stories on the wall of your living room in the cave, you use an LCD projector and you put them up on the wall.
Well, it's the same thing.
Kyle, what did you learn the most from this project?
You learn everything. Each film you make, you learn more. Obviously, me and the other director, Shane, we contrast and we learn so much off each other because obviously it's the first time we work together. So you learn stuff of each other, you bounce off one another and you come up with more ideas. And you learn, you progress as it goes on for future projects.
And you know what, that's such a good environment to be in because the environment you just went through was similar to what a work environment is like. You're working with a team of people, you might have to delegate and do some of those time management skills. Was that different for you than just going to your classes and just being individual? Yeah,
absolutely. Because when we did get together with everybody else, there was so much stress and there was so much arguments about different shots and who wasn't showing up for shooting and the actors not really being there. So.
Well, there you go. You got to learn how to deal with the talent.
Those talents.
At the same time, though, I mean, were you always a horror film growing up, and that was sort of the inspiration for the film right off the hop?
Absolutely. I first came up with the idea last year about a person waking up to a school being infested by zombies, and I've really grown up on horror films, and that's sort of just taken its course. I just began to write my own thing.
It's interesting, Miss P, how they really connect with something that they love, something that they're interested in.
And it's through their interests that they enjoy and learn the most. And a lot of our students, because they're such visual learners, because the world around them is visual, they just latch onto that film. And if they achieve success early on, they generally stick with it. So I've had students at the grade 7 level tell me that their goal is to become filmmakers.
Wow.
And so I would imagine, like Kyle, they'll go through the media courses in the high school and succeed. And if you consider Steven Spielberg, he directed his first film at the age of 11 and see where that has taken him.
Okay, so I think we have the clip ready. Is that right?
Yeah, we got the clip.
Clip's ready? Okay, let's take a look. Thank you so much, guys. And for more information, go to the website yrdsb.edu.on.ca.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I can pull it in. All of them. And yes, it was